Hi, welcome to our talk on postural control in kids. We are going to start our talk on explaining what postural control is, why it is important, the signs of poor postural control, activities to promote good posture with videos, and helpful hints and ideas to support good posture. First, we're going to talk about what postural control is.
Postural control system allows for maintaining posture, stability, and balance when moving against gravity and in and out of midline. This leads to the ability to anticipate and adapt to balance challenges in the environment. This system is a factor in developing a sense of body awareness in space by providing an unconscious awareness of the orientation of body parts and positions related to the center of gravity. Postural control impacts gross motor and fine motor functioning. A stable core provides a solid base of support which allows the arms and legs to be able to move with precision and control. These movements are dependent on the coordinated contractions of specific muscles as well as joint stability. An example of a task that postural control is important for is toileting. Before a child sits independently on the toilet, they need to feel secure. Another task that postural control and proximal stability is important for is handwriting. Often, children with poor handwriting frequently exhibit poor core stability.
Now we're going to talk about why postural control is important.
Postural control is important because it provides a basis of support which allows the arms and legs to move smoothly. A child who has difficulty sitting with good posture will struggle to write, complete crafts, or do any fine motor activities, as the child will need to put all of their attention to make sure they will not fall off the chair. When postural control is adequate, the hands may be used effectively for working on tabletop tasks, such as writing and cutting with scissors. For the hands to work well, strength, stability, and mobility are required in the shoulders and forearms as well as in the wrists. These are all important components for developing precise finger control. A strong and stable core allows the child to reach the arms away from their body in order to use the hands. Therefore, writing, scissor use, tabletop crafts, self-feeding, and toileting tasks can all be negatively impacted by poor postural stability.
Now we will talk about the evidence for postural control.
According to Margaret Rood and her theory, an important aspect of postural control is the development of anti-gravity movement. She proposed a four-stage sequence in the development of movement: mobility, stability, mobility superimposed on stability, and skill. This theory describes the way our stability and proximal mobility should be developed first for the maintenance of weight-bearing postures and shifting positions. Once our body is stable and muscles are strong enough for weight-bearing is when more distal movement, hands, feet, and fingers, are used to perform skillful tasks.
Now we're going to talk about signs of poor postural control.
Signs of poor postural control: sitting on a chair in a slouched position, leaning far on top tabletop to gain support while sitting, frequent falls while seated, difficulty on playground equipment like a slide, poles, seesaw, and swings, walking with a wide base of support, fearful of rough and tumble play, sitting in a W position, leaning against walls or holding onto rails for increased support, and excessive fatigue following prolonged sitting.
Now we're going to talk about the tools to improve postural control.
For seating, it is a movable seat that engages core muscles to help stabilize the kid.
When the child is sitting on a swing, have them sit either on their bottom or lay on their stomach and hold on to the bars while they swing to maintain upright posture.
For seesaws, it is a movable base using gross motor skills to propel self up and down while maintaining upright posture and holding on.
Scooters use gross motor skills to propel self forward to engage the core muscles using the arms or the legs. to move the scooter.
For trampolines, it's when you're bouncing and you engage your core and back muscles to help stabilize your body from falling off the trampoline.
Climbing involves grip strength and core strength, and it is used to propel themselves upwards or towards their goal.
Sit and spin is a movable base which is propelled by yourself or by others in a circle, engaging the core.
Having the child walk on stepping stones allows them to walk on an uneven surface to engage core muscles while they're walking.
Tunnels are circular tubes where the child propels their self with their hands and knees and engaging the core and back muscles.
Balance beams provide a small base of support for the child, which engages the core muscles.
We suggested these tools because it works on posture control and other skills like grip strength, core stability, and awareness of the child's body. These are tools that are commonly seen in the classroom or can use similar tools from the classroom to do the same thing. These items can also be bought on Amazon for a cheap price.
Now we will show you videos of activities to use to improve postural control. We will now give you some helpful hints and ideas to use in the classroom.
Some helpful hints and ideas. Changing the child's body position during activities like kneeling to do an activity, propping on their arms or elbows when laying on their stomach. Children should sit with their elbows, hips, and knees all bent at a 90-degree angle. Their feet should never dangle but should be propped up on a firm surface. Screens or reading materials should be directly in front of them, about an arm's length away and at eye level to avoid looking down too much and straining their neck muscles. Another hint is to remind the children to switch up their positions every 10 to 15 minutes. If they want to work laying on their stomachs or kneeling on the floor at a coffee table or sitting on the floor and leaning against the wall with their legs straight out in front of them, encourage it. Just make sure their reading or writing materials are properly positioned to avoid neck strain. If they want to stand up, tape their work to the wall or prop it on a higher table.
Thank you for coming to our talk on postural control today. Postural control is very important for children to successfully perform any task at home or in school. We want to thank the URI Child Development Center and Professor Straight for watching, and Madison for helping create the video. We have attached resources at the end of the video that we used and that may be helpful for you to use in the future. And don't forget to check out our handout. Thanks again, we hope you enjoyed.